Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for May 10th, 2023. This is for Leo. Leo, should this video cut off due to time constraints on certain platforms, just know we always upload the extended to YouTube and we typically upload there first. So if you like, share, and subscribe, you'll be notified of when we do, and the link for that is on our page. This is our last shuffle. Leo, let's see what we got. We have conflict and we have the healing light. Well. There may be something having to do with a conflict today. Maybe I'm almost getting this energy of a scheduling conflict here. And it's good to understand this healing light energy when it comes to this. Maybe it's going to call attention to something within you that creates a conflict, or this conflict reveals something. Okay? So here we have the healing light is that you may sometimes feel very tired. This is working even when you're, well, I won't say working when you're really tired, but Nine of Wands typically is the wounded warrior, or someone who is so close to the finish line, but they're very exhausted. And it's like they want to pass the baton, but they really can't. They've got to keep pushing, you know? And so sometimes if the healing light is here, then this may mean that you focus a lot on the fact that, oh my gosh, I've got to keep doing this instead of fighting and continuing to work. You may feel victimized in some way. So this is the healing light energy, right? The conflict here is the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, King of Cups, and the Devil. So the conflict would seem to be that you have a new opportunity to do something. There's some kind of something new that can be built upon, right? But there is some sort of, with the Devil, this seems like you may be very focused on, it's hard to be happy because you could disappoint very easily. It's like you have to keep fighting for this. You have to keep building upon this. And you're worried about it. The worry is it's important to do as much research as possible, Leo. That's what I would have to say about this, because it seems as though you may be more focused on worrying about whether or not you can do something and feeling as though you're going to flop, or it's like you're disappointed that something did not go well, and the truth is that it wasn't meant to go that, like, in the direction you thought it would go in. So they're wanting you to kind of, like, the conflict is accepting that something didn't go well and realize that you still got hope and things are still going to come together. Things are still possible, right? And a lot of this is you are fighting your emotions on this. You may be fighting your feelings about it. But in reality, with the healing light, Nine of Swords and Nine of Wands, they're asking you to get organized. Because the Nine of Swords, you're stressed out and worried because you have all these swirling thoughts. Instead of having facts, so they're talking about focus on the reality of the situation and not your fears and worries about the situation. And then keep pushing based on fact, because if you're more geared towards, you're very worried, am I going to be able to take care of this, am I going to be able to keep blah 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 blah, whatever it is, then it becomes a victim mentality. Okay, then it becomes, I always have to do this myself, I have all this stuff to do, da 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 da. Instead of having all the facts in your face, then it becomes, man, all I've got is one more wand and I'm done. You see the difference. So they're speaking about that. Nine of Swords, it can be analysis paralysis, but it also can be, once I know the facts, I'm good, I'm solid, I'm golden. So the healing light would say that you allow worry to put you in a very negative place. Okay, so the conflict would be here that you could be really happy building on this, but you may be very focused on the fact that you feel like you may disappoint. And that's not necessarily the case. That's just there's an obstacle and you can get past it. And the only way to get past it is to have facts, right? To focus on the pros and cons and work up from there, not from what could have been and what should have been. Okay, and that's what they're really calling attention to. Increase, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So this increase is that the more that you stand for what you are going towards, you're going to see um, you're going to see the abundance. The Queen of Pentacles is highly abundant, right? There's an increase of abundance here, but you have to stand your ground, and you can't stand your ground if you're worried and saying, "But what if I fail? What if I flop? What are you standing on then?" So they want you to be very strong and have a lot of conviction about what you're standing for, but they're also saying there's a cycle of increase here. So this may be the conflict, but they're also showing that once you face that part of yourself, you are going to have conviction. That's a cycle. Cycles happen outside of your realm of control. So that would be what it is. But I will say this: if you allow yourself to worry and you allow yourself to, woe is me, you're going to have an impoverished. You're going to set yourself back instead of exalting yourself. Instead of having exaltation and prosperity, you'll have the opposite. That's something that they've got here, right? Because the devil could go either way. The commitment here, Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So this says here that you're almost to your goal. The commitment here is to do what you said you're going to do. And to also, you need to be committed to trying to get yourself to a more peaceful place. Even if you are slow at getting whatever it is done, they're asking you to take breaks. They're asking you, because Six of Swords is about taking a break, sometimes separating yourself from something so that you can get a clear mind and come back to it. Like I've used this analogy many times, but you know how like you write a paper and you have line eyes after a while. You read it over and over and it doesn't make sense to you anymore. And you leave it for a few hours, you come back and read it, and then you can see all that you need to fix, or you could see that it's amazing. But you can't see it if you're constantly in it. So it's very important to take breaks. They say be committed to still reaching your goal, Knight of Pentacles. You said you were going to do it. But also be committed to taking breaks so that you can keep this harmony within yourself, happiness, like wherever you got to go, even if you got to go to the lake really quick, if it's right around the corner, go and just get yourself back, get yourself peaceful, get back to a peaceful place so that you can continue to push, because they're saying that you're almost somewhere that you want to be. You're reaching your goal here. You're reaching a beautiful goal. You just have to get out of this place, because they're calling attention to the fact that you do sometimes worry yourself into a woe is me, and you don't need to be doing that, right? You could put yourself in a very bad place. You don't want to be there. You want to be prosperous. You want to be abundant as the Queen of Pentacles, which is what they show here. There's going to be an increase of that. So you need to keep yourself composed here. All right. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. So we have every sign here except for air. So they're telling you not to overthink. That overthinking is your nemesis right now. Okay. So Capricorn is the strongest sign here, but you have every other sign but air. And usually that tells me, be careful about your thoughts. You need to be focused on your goal. Keep pushing. All right. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.